welcome to the first part of my ongoing Animal Crossing building project, where I'm going to recreate landscapes of the North Sea. I live in North Germany, and ever since I was a little kid, we went to the North Sea very frequently. To this day, it is one of my favorite places to be, so I decided to turn one of my slumber islands into a collection of landscapes, moods, and impressions of the North Sea that represent what I love about it so much. In this first part, I want to make a scenic sandy path that leads up to a lighthouse. So let's start by putting down a lot of sand. To me, the sound of the ocean waves and seagulls is also a big part of why I find this place so relaxing and soothing. And the scent of the rough North Sea carried around by the wind is very special in this area of the world. The path leading to the lighthouse is connected to this cute reed-roofed house. I've seen a lot of white houses like this on my trips there. In hindsight, I might change the color of the reed roof to a darker tone though. Now let's add the main piece of the scenery. In this case, it has to be the classic lighthouse design with the red and white coloring. And I wanted the lighthouse to be visible in the distance when you're starting to walk down the path from the house. It's important for the scope and vastness of the landscapes that you get to experience at the North Sea. Another very important detail is the tall grass that you see growing everywhere in the sand dunes. I'm using the wheat field item for this in a pale green tone. We'll need a lot of it. I'm also adding some of the weeds here and there. I decided to replace some wheat fields with the darker green tone version to give it a little more variety. Then I expanded the sandy area a little more. I felt like it needs a little bit more space so the actual path doesn't look too narrow. I'm also gonna add some custom path designs like little rocks and leaves to give it even more detail. There are these wooden planks that lead up to beaches at the North Sea, so I got another custom design that I thought would fit perfectly for this. I'll post the creator codes for all the designs in the description. With the pale bluish green sky and gray clouds in the background, the scenery really does bring back memories of my time at the North Sea already. It's so nice that on these slumber islands you can put the Moni rocks wherever you feel like it and even decide which shape you want. As a kid, I always was fascinated by these giant wave breakers that you can see laying around or piled up at the coast and cliffs. I think I just thought they look a little creepy and alien. Nowadays, I just think they look pretty cool. These rocky parts at the beach are also pretty cool looking. So I thought having a little path leading up to it and adding something here at some point of this building project could be nice. Let's start decorating around the house. I want everything to look relatively minimalistic. Another thing that you also come across at the dune areas are these pale wooden logs sticking out of the sand. And the game actually has them in the perfect color for my build. There's a lot of pale and weathered-looking wood at the North Sea. This look is caused by the salt in the air. So I'm using the wood partition item in the vintage variation as a fence for the house. I wanted the overall color scheme to be white and pale, and I thought a pretty white flower garden would look nice. Decorating around the house is finished. Next time, I'm continuing with this island. We're gonna start decorating the interior. Now let's sit back and take a walk from the little garden to the lighthouse as we wrap up this project for this time. It looks so nice when the sun and the lighthouse comes into view at the horizon. Thank you so much for watching. This was a lot of fun and I can't wait to come back to it and keep building my own little North Sea retreat.